Hey my loves, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go and the bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing recipes. So as some may know, I'm doing a Valentine's series, so if you've missed the previous videos, go ahead and watch those. You don't want to miss those recipes, especially if you love to bake. In this video, we will be making some quick and delicious roasted garlic mashed potatoes. This is the perfect side to serve with your dinner if you're making dinner at home. It's delicious, it's quick, easy to make, perfect with your steaks, your chicken, whatever you decide to make. Let's jump right into the video. So the very first thing that I did was just chopped the head off a whole garlic. I added a drizzle of olive oil, around a tablespoon or so, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and we're gonna roast this at 400 degrees for around 30 to 35 minutes. So whenever I'm making mashed potatoes, I prefer to use Yukon potatoes. I think it makes the mashed potatoes more delicious, but if you have russet potatoes, go ahead and use what you have. So I'm using around 6 medium-sized Yukon potatoes. Go ahead and peel your potatoes. I cut my potatoes into cubes around an inch or so. You want to make sure that they're around the same size so they cook at the same time. You don't want to have half your potatoes fully cooked and the other half undercooked. So fill your pot up with some water. You want to make sure that the water is covering your potatoes, and then we're gonna season our water. This is a very, very, very important step when making potatoes. The flavor starts right here. So to my water, I'm gonna add around a tablespoon of chicken bouillon, followed by around 2 teaspoons of salt. Trust me when I say this will make your mashed potatoes even more delicious. I allow my water to come to a boil and then I add my potatoes, but if you want to boil your potatoes with the water, go ahead and do so. I believe there's always a debate as to how you should do it, so whatever works for you. So once my water starts to boil, I am going to add my potatoes. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to allow my potatoes to cook. And of course, the cooking time will depend on the sizes of your potatoes. So my potatoes are going to take around 20 to 25 minutes, but of course, I mean, it's potatoes, you can't really mess it up. You could always check with a fork to make sure that they're fully cooked. So at this time, my garlic was finished, so I took it out the oven, I set it to the side, allowed it to cool for a little bit. Once my potatoes are finished cooking, I'm gonna take it out. You want to make sure that your potatoes are fully drained, no water. So if you have to use a colander or a strainer, go ahead and do so. I'm using this little thing, I forgot what it's called, but I think it's easier to use this. So add your potatoes to your bowl. You want to make sure you're doing this part while your potatoes are hot. So once I add it to my bowl, I'm gonna go in and squeeze all that delicious roasted garlic out. You want to make sure you get everything. This is smelling so good. This will have your kitchen smelling really good, guys. Go ahead and add your butter. I'm using unsalted butter. I prefer unsalted because, you know, I'm gonna season my potatoes. I want to be able to control the salt. So I used around 3.5 tablespoons of butter, but of course you could increase or decrease the amount of butter that you prefer. And for some strange reason, my camera stopped recording, but I added a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. I added 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of black pepper. I would normally add some garlic powder to my mashed potatoes, but we're using fresh garlic, so that is not needed. And of course, you can taste if anything needs to be adjusted. If it needs a little bit more salt, a little bit more butter, go ahead and add it right in. But that's it, guys. Here we have some roasted garlic mashed potatoes. So delicious, so easy to make, and it's perfect. It's a perfect side for anything. As you can see, I served mine with some chicken thighs, some green beans, and this was actually pre-Valentine's dinner. It was so delicious. Very simple, but very delicious. I just might write a quick blog post on the website on this roasted garlic mashed potato. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you made the recipe and you liked it, like this video, leave a comment. Go check out the blog post, leave a comment there too. You support me a lot just by doing that. And if you celebrate Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. If you made this dish, I hope your loved ones enjoyed it. Once again, thank you so much for all the support. You guys walk good, stay safe. Until next time.